First of all, you please sum up the match for us. Nothing seemed to be going right from the morning. You lost Chandimal, you lost the toss, there were injuries. Can you please sum up the match for us?
Yeah, it was a bad day at office. Yeah, initially Chandimal was not fit. He was not declared fit, and also the toss was very vital. I thought the wicket was swinging and seaming, so the batters were finding it hard to time the ball. It was, especially with the two new balls, it was not coming on. It was a bit too pace, and they had a bit of lateral movement. So yeah, and also to add salt to the wound, Dilshan's injury. He was batting so well, and unfortunately he got injured as well. So yeah, to sum it up, it was a bad day at office.
Angelo, as it often happened in this tournament, when the Indians were batting, the pitch seemed to be easier to bat on. Was it down to the quality of the batting, or perhaps the quality of your bowling?
Well, I thought most of the pitches, wherever we played, it got easier batting second. Even at the Oval, when we played against Australia, it was slow and not coming on that well, but it was, easier to bat on in the second half. But yeah, I would say there was a bit of help for the bowlers, so, the credit should go to the Indian bowlers. They bowled, extremely well, and they hit the good areas, and it was, difficult for us, for the batters to move on. It got a bit easier, but I thought, 182 was, it was just below par. 182 was nothing on that wicket. It got easier, and, with the Indian batting lineup, at least 250 would have been a good score on that.
Angelo, here. Not getting enough runs in the power plays, be it the first 10 overs or the main batting power play, was that the main reason for getting a low score?
Yeah, initially I thought, the first 10 overs we had to bat through. It was kind of a test match batting because it was not coming on. It was not easy for the batters. And I thought as soon as we started the power play, we lost Mahela, so we had to sort of rebuild once again. So, we lost wickets at regular intervals, so we couldn't really gather momentum at all.
Angelo, do you think a semi-final exit is a fair result for you, given you played some good cricket, but made some mistakes as well?
Well, we can't be happy, Our main objective was to get to the semi-finals, but I thought from there we wanted to kick on to the finals. But we just wanted to take one game at a time, and today was a bad day of office. But the credit should go to the whole team, the way they showed their character in the second and third games after losing to New Zealand. We had to do it the hard way, and the boys rose up to the occasion. So all credit should go to the whole team.
You've played both India and England. Who do you expect to win the final on Sunday?
Well, that's a bit of a toughie. Both teams are quite even, and on that day, whoever who does less mistakes will win the game.
Angelo, we've spoken about this before. Lasik was sensational defending a low score against New Zealand, but against India, it doesn't seem to be coming off. Why do you think that he always struggles against India?
But today I thought, Lasik is very effective with the new ball, and also when it's reversing, he's very effective. But today, it was cold. The boys couldn't really grip the ball, so it wasn't, there was no reverse swing, so it was coming on pretty well. So I thought, not that he bowled bad, but unfortunately, the conditions also didn't help us. But it's no excuse. We didn't get enough runs on the board.
Angelo, today.
Yeah, they've been unbeaten so far, and they've been playing some really good cricket. We all know they're the current world champions, and they play some really good cricket. They play their own brand, and they're quite good at. I mean, it's very tough to go, head to head with them, and you need to, gear up all the time. You can't really put your, guard off the pedal. So, yeah, they've been really good. So, yeah, good luck to them.
Out of the last 10 big tournaments, maybe the ICC 50 over or T20 World Cup or the Champions Trophy, Sri Lanka reached 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 11, whatever the stat be. So should one be happy that you've reached at least the semi-final 7 out of 10 times, or would you be disappointed that you've not won a thing, won a cup? How do you view it?
We are definitely disappointed, and the whole nation is disappointed. But I'm pretty sure the whole nation and the team is also quite happy, that we reached the semi-finals, because it's the best, 8 teams, and we competed against the best. So we got to the final four. Unfortunately, once again we choked, in the semi-finals against India. So bad luck to the boys.
Angelo, a couple of times during the match, some protesters managed to get onto the ground. Is it a matter of concern that so many of them in the second instance managed to get so close to you guys and so close to the middle of the track? Is that a concern?
Not really. I mean, we as cricketers are not really bothered of what's happening around, and I think it was a bit, unfortunate. There was a bit of a reaction today, after the Oval game. So yeah, it's unfortunate. Can't really comment, more than that.
Angelo, you just said you choked. Do you think there was a mental side to side to the loss today, or do you think it was just purely being outplayed?
Not really. I mean, we've had chats. We knew, we had to play some really good cricket to beat India, and we've, planned out all the strategies, But unfortunately, I thought the toss was very crucial. The wicket was seaming and was, there was a bit of lateral movement. So, 182. I mean, you can't really against the Indian batting lineup, and the wicket got also easier in the second half. So 182 was never enough on that wicket. It was not the mental side of it, but India tend to play well against us, so can't really figure out what's going on.
Thanks.